Alright, and welcome back for some more Minecraft, playing some more Magic Farm 2, and actually working on a farm. Well, an animal farm, but yeah. So, let's see if we can't get this farm up and running. Last episode we kind of got the basic outline in, and got the basic machines down there. I put some energy conduits on off camera, and I do think I'm going to try that solar generator. It's just something new and interesting. Obviously there's 100 ways to create power for this thing, but let's try the solar generator. Now this guy is actually going to take a diamond block, which is a little extreme I might say for a little generator, but whatever. We have plenty of diamonds at this point, and let's see, we probably don't have a furnace, right? Nope. But that's obviously easy enough to make, so let's make one of those. And there we go, solar generator. Okay, that's got an interesting property. Is it can only generate power, or it can only store power or transmit power. So you have to turn it on and off, and one simple way to do that is with a daylight sensor. So let's get one more of those. I already made some of those last couple episodes ago, so nothing special there. And we actually need to invert it, and there's a very simple way to do that. Ooh, 179 redstone, really? I need to go get more redstone. So let's see, I need a torch and a piece of, yeah, I think that's all I need, is just 2 pieces of redstone. So let me make a redstone torch real quickly. Now there are some more advanced ways of doing this, probably better, but let's just start here. Okay, the next thing I wanted to do is go ahead and make a redstone energy cell. And that's going to take 4 buckets of redstone. And you get you get 1/10 of a bucket per redstone, or just under a bucket out of a block of redstone, because of course it's 9. So I think that means I need 40 redstone. So yeah, I really have to go get some redstone now. Alright, so I made the frame off camera. That's simple enough. We're going to put it in the old magma crucible here. And I'm sorry. No, please don't melt that down. We're going to melt down the redstone in the old magma crucible. And that's going to transfer into the fluid transposer, and then once we get our 4 buckets, it will infuse this guy and give us a full frame, and then we have to add to that some lead, some electrum, and a conductance coil. So let's see if I've got a conductance coil or not. Where are the keys? There we go. Reception, transmission, but no conductance. Okay, so let's make a conductance coil. One of these with an electrum, easy enough. Alright. You can see they're going and they've got redstone. Okay, he's done. Here we go, and we're transposing. Transposing. And there we go. A full energy cell frame. We'll throw that in the system. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Now I have to get the recipe out. Let's see, that's the frame. And then here we go. Redstone energy cell, and we have all the things. So there we go. Alright, cool. So I actually wasn't going to put this down at the farm. I was going to put this in the basement and steal this one for the farm. So this guy, we need input on the bottom and the left, and then output everywhere else. So let's grab you, and we're going to upgrade this to the redstone one. There we go. And let's configure, we want the bottom and the left to be input, and everybody else can be outputs. Okay, bottom is blue, left is blue, And everybody else is orange, so there we go. And obviously it's empty because it's brand new. 2000 RF per tick versus our 400 out of the hardened energy cell. Oh yeah, I guess I can scan this. Oh, I've already scanned a redstone energy cell. That seems unlikely. Did I make one of these earlier? At any rate, oh good, double eat. Thank you. That's just what I wanted. Okay, so that's good. Let's check the pearls. Any pearls to grab? Just the one. We'll leave that for now. And the silver and gold blocks are definitely working because I'm getting a silver or gold pearl every time off of those guys, so that's cool. Alright, do I have some bricks? Yes. Oh, and I wanted to mention, I'll keep those with me for the barrels, but when I logged in today, or started the mod pack, whatever, came down to the farm here and I found a piece of leather and some beef hanging out right in that corner. So seems to me that the mobs are still kind of crowding each other into corners, and if you log in when one's in a corner, the game can't decide if it's, well, the game thinks it was in the corner, and then now it's suffocating, where before with the fences it would just go through them. So I don't know, whatever. Okay, so for the moment, I could do maybe something a little cooler here, but let's just see if I can get this to work at all first. So let's throw this solar generator on here. And this is still the pre-release. I may have a problem with this mouse. It's doing some weird things, which is not good for a $60 gaming mouse. It should be 100% all the dang time. So I may have to... Wow. Like, really? Okay. Here we go. Oh, okay. That's not cool. At any rate, this is the version of, what is this, Extra Utilities? Yeah. This is the pre-release version of 103 Extra Utilities. They haven't upgraded to the release, and now there's an A and a B, and maybe even beyond B now? I'm not sure. At any rate, so this has got the work in progress thing. I think this one always outputs 40 RF per tick. Oh no, it just changed. Okay. Yeah, so this is supposed to output a different amount depending on where the sun is. Oh right, it's just turning off. So it's pretty much 40 RF per tick all the time until the sun sets. Okay, so what we need to do, whoops, let's not fall off the side. I need to put a daylight sensor next to it, because if you look at the GUI, it says right now it's charging, and if you want to transmit the energy out to your machines, then you need to apply a redstone signal. I just realized that doesn't go here. I need the redstone energy cell. Okay, that doesn't break with that. Here we go. Not redstone. This guy should go here, and it's charged, so these should start operating immediately. Okay, so let's just pop that down, and the bottom is an input. Yeah, we'll make it an output. Okay, so that should make these guys start breeding. Is it on cooldown? Yeah, so there's a certain amount of cooldown. You can see it's building up its internal energy. I only use leadstone pipes here. Uh-oh. Oh, there's random wool on the floor, so apparently, oh no! I was going to say, apparently somebody died, but no, we just powered these, right. I only use leadstone energy conduits, which are the lowest tier, so these are going to get just a very small amount of power. But, oh, you have to put wheat in it. Okay, so it's running, but there's no wheat, so it's not actually going to breed. Let's grab some wheat, because I would like to kind of watch this and see if it's going to work properly while I'm setting the rest of it up. Okay, like so. Okay, so we got to put the breeding stuff in here, and now when the idle timer runs out, it should use up a piece of wheat, or two, whatever it is. or 4, because it made all 4 of them breed apparently. And there we go, there's one little baby and 2 little babies. And I guess I'm just going to lose the seeds. Whoops. That's alright. Or not seeds, experience orbs. Okay, so now, yes, let's put the solar generator here. And again, I need to turn this guy off and on. Simple way, well no, simple way is not to put the daylight sensor right on top of it, because you need to invert it. So how do we invert it? Well, you take that, and it's going to output a redstone signal during the day, right? So you can see on the left there, power is 0 because it's nighttime. So during the day, that will output redstone power. Do I need to invert it? Maybe I don't even need to invert it. Because all it needs to do is turn this off and on. It doesn't really matter if it's day or night. I was looking at something, the page, and it basically shows inverting it, where you would do something like this. So now this is off at night, and this block gets powered because this is outputting a current. This will output a redstone signal during the day, which will make this block active, which will turn that torch off, which will make this go. But do I even care? I mean, why can't I just put this here? And then at night, this will not output a signal. Oh, right, because it's a solar generator. And it can't charge at night. Okay, right. Got it. Okay, so let's put the block here. And I don't know, you may need these up like this. I'm not sure if it would work when it's down right next to it. It might. And it might not. So I know this will work. Pretty sure this will work. Yeah. So during the day, this will output a redstone signal. That will go to here, and that will turn this torch off, because these torches are normally on. So what this does is makes it so that during the night, this is in transmitting mode. See, transmitting, deactivate the redstone signal to resume charging. And then during the day, this will emit a signal, invert, turn this off, and allow that to charge. And this guy, at least in this version, has a very large buffer, 500,000 RF, and he only charges up at 40 RF per tick. So I would assume like a full day cycle will be, reasonably close to what it takes to fill up that internal buffer. All right, cool. So the grinder is running, but we can see here that these guys are not getting hurt. So that's cool, because we don't want the grinder to grind up the babies, obviously. We want adults, which actually drop leather and steak. So that's good. Next on the list is to get the items out and put them somewhere. Let's see, we need items out of this and items out of this. I don't know. There's only a couple, right? We're just going to get leather and steak. So let's do that and that. And then I guess I could put a trash, or should at some point put a trash chute here. And then here we're going to get, actually I'm going to get I'm going to get 16 different colors of wool. So instead of doing barrels, I'm going to use a gold chest or 2, because eventually I'm going to get all sorts of different colors of wool. Now the other thing is, notice that this guy over here is not sheared. I was expecting to have an upgrade slot in this, and there isn't one. So this is actually, excuse me, falling down. This is actually too large of an area. This guy will work in a 5x5, so here's the center. It'll do out to the note block, and then 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And any sheep that wanders in here will get sheared, but it won't get the rest. So I may convert this and make kind of like on this side, do 1 here, 1 there. Do the same thing on this side and cut it down a bit, something like that. Because I can't do an upgrade, but here we go. We should see this guy shear. Come on. Yeah, okay, everybody get off of the thing. Oh, we're idle. Are we out of energy already? No. Why are you idle? Oh, it's backstuffed. So it's got a piece of wool in there. Let's turn this around. There it goes. And that auto ejects, so I don't need a pneumatic servo. Okay, so now it should be able to go. Yep, there goes the idle timer again. Oh, milk! I didn't know that. Okay, what? You know, it's a rancher, and there are and there are cows in here, so it's milking the cows. Well, all right, there you go. All right, so obviously I'm going to need to get more wheat for this. Maybe I will need to auto feed it. I don't know. But yeah, this is looking overall like it's going to do the right thing. Okay, cool. So this is going to get us 2 babies every time these guys are available to breed. I could put a couple more in there, I guess. I think that's fine. I honestly have no immediate need for like a whole bunch of leather or whatever, but you know, it is running low. Let's get that turned. And actually there's no reason I couldn't put a barrel right here. So that'll give us 1 extra barrel at least in case something else drops that I'm not thinking of. Okay. So do we have daytime? Oh, here comes day. Let's check out the generator. Alright, so it's currently still transmitting. Uh-oh. Does that mean I did something wrong? Because it's daytime and this is creating a redstone signal, but it's not inverting this. Maybe I did something wrong here. Alright, let me break all this down. Can you just put it right next to it? Would that work? Okay. Dang it. I'm going to have to go return the mouse. It's freaking out. I don't know what it's doing, but it's freaking out. Okay, that did not invert the torch. Oh, I know. The torch has to be on the block, not on the ground. That's what's going on. Okay, so let's put that there. Break this torch. Where'd you go? Here you are. Ah! Darn it. Well, this mouse was pretty good for a while. I don't see any dirt on it, but I'll check it closer here when I get done recording. Any rate, come on, click all the things, please. Alright, so we want this torch connected to the block. And that still doesn't activate the block, apparently. What am I doing wrong? See, this is why redstone is just black magic. It's, there we go. Okay. So this transmits a signal, but it doesn't actually activate the block next to it unless you put redstone dust on it, in which case the redstone dust does activate the block. And the redstone, now that the block is activated, it will invert the torch, and now that the torch is inverted, bam, charging mode. Yeah. Can you turn these guys off by putting it in the shade? No. Well, it says power 11, power 12. Yeah, no. So it doesn't, so weird enough, daylight sensors work inside apparently. Okay. Alright, but at any rate, now we are charging up. Well, it's actually charging fairly quickly, so that's 10%, and, well, we're at least 10% through the day, so this should work out pretty well. And this guy's already full, so, well, it started full though, so that'll be the key is, are we going to gain power or lose power here? Because overall we want to be gaining power, otherwise this will run out of juice sooner or later. Alright, so I may clean this up a bit, but yeah, that seems to work. I'm going to go to my vantage spot where I keep looking at, kind of standing and watching and thinking about what I was going to do here. So let's see. Yeah, those guys are breeding. Chronotyper's moving the babies over here. The grinder's waiting for something to grind up. Well, here. Let's speed that process along for a moment. Let's just lasso a couple of cows, or a cow, and bring him over into the grinders area. Put it as far away as we can. This guy should do 5x5, and takes it a second. Boom. But no, oh, I was gonna say no drop. Well, of course, it sucked it up immediately. Alright, so I got a piece of leather and 2 steak immediately. Nice. So, this looks like it's working. And then over here, of course, these guys are getting sheared, and we're depositing all the white wool right now into here. Whoops. That's a filter? I'm not sure if that's a filter or... Yeah, it must be a filter. Oh, really? Did somebody... Oh, they bred again, but these guys haven't grown up quite yet, so that's okay. They'll get there. Alright, so this is working. I'm gonna... You know what I need to do is breed a bunch of sheep and dye them different colors. Should we just dye a sheep real quick? Let's take a look at what dye we have available. So let me grab some wheat because we're going to need that. And I made a bunch of wheat seed bags. Again, these are 9 each, and I got a full stack of those. Plus I got 200 wheat, so we got lots of wheat. Put some of this stuff away. Do I have any dye? No. Okay, how about rose? Alright. We'll grab some rose dye and some blue, or blue. Actually, yeah, these make blue dye, I think, right? Yes, they do. Oh, they make light blue. Well, that's fine. Lapis will make regular blue dye, of course. That's probably enough for now because I need to get some more white sheep here before I go dyeing everything in the world. Okay, so let's breed a couple, and we'll make a couple of different colors. Oh yes, another trick: if you remove the wheat and put it back in your hand, then all the guys that were swarming you will get bored and walk away for a little while. Not forever, but for a little while. Okay, come here. Oh, did you already? Okay, there we go. Okay, so little guy, you can be blue. Cool. And where's another little one? There should be 3 of them, right? Here we go. You can be light blue. And if everybody would stop crowding the corner, you can be red. Alright, so we got a red sheep, a light blue, and a blue. And there are indeed 16 different colors, so let me go get a bunch of different dyes and get these guys set up. Get a 16 plus sheep, and that'll be good. Alright, so that's already a good 20-ish minutes. Not a full episode, but getting there. Let's check the pearls real quickly, and then maybe I will cut out for a bit. Oh yeah, lots of pearls. Cut out for a bit and try to find something kind of quick to do, or maybe we'll just cut back in, oops, and check on the farm here in a bit, see if there were any issues that popped up that I wasn't thinking about. Alright, so a bunch of pearls. You know, I still need to make that necklace is what I need to do. Hey, my 3rd white pearl. So white pearls seem to be the most rare. It's actually the 7th gold pearl, but now one of those is guaranteed to always give a gold pearl, so that number doesn't really make a lot of difference at this point. Sand, yeah. Knew something else was there. Okay, and let's just see how the memory is. Yeah, see, I was out and about, or out away from this area, and now we're only at about 40% memory, and, you know, again, it will climb over time, but I have noticed if I'm down here, it climbs much faster than if I'm out doing other stuff. Alright, so that's not bad. I think got a decent little MFR farm going finally. I'll probably move some stuff around, clean it up a little bit more off camera once I figure out where everything should go to be a little bit cleaner. And yeah, so that's it for now. Let me cut back in here after a bit, and we'll see how the old farm's going, and maybe we can see if I got it cleaned up a little better. All right, folks, back and made a few updates to the farm. Got a couple things sorted around, but generally it looks like it's working really well. You can see we have a constant supply of little cows waiting to grow up. Let's see, there we go. I'm gonna have to keep a pretty close eye on it because it seems that now instead of going through the fences, they're getting stuck in the fences and then or in the walls and then suffocating. So there's some beef that came through. Here's a piece of orange wool when I had the orange sheep over there. And there's some more beef. Well, maybe I will need to do fences after all. I don't know. If anybody knows a good way to deal with animals in this pack, let me know, because fences aren't great and fences aren't great, and they seem to just walk straight into walls and get themselves suffocated. So not real sure. Yeah, you see this guy's sort of lagging through the wall. He was a second ago. There he goes. Another one. So I think what happens basically is if I save the game and then come back when they're in that state, they get all messed up and end up dying inside the wall. So that's not so great. But at any rate, I got most, if not all, of the colors. Somebody may have died again, you never know. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, 16. Now, do I have any doubles? Looks like I've got 3 light blue sheep. So that means I'm missing at least 2 colors, huh? I see white, gray, black, and light gray. Well, I'll have to take a look. Is that another white? Yeah, it looks like I'm missing a few colors. But like I said, they have been killing themselves in walls. So, oh, well, there's one I'm missing. Yellow. There's a piece of yellow wool that popped up out of nowhere. So, I don't know. I guess I can go back to fences, but then they'll get out instead of dying. I guess that's better. But then I'll just have to keep an eye on them and keep bringing them back inside from time to time. Tell you what, guys, you drive me a little nuts here. Just gotta say. At any rate, what else did I do? Okay, I put a harvester here and put a little tiny wheat field down here. I have not done a planter because at one point this changelog said that MFR now has support for HarvestCraft. And as you know, HarvestCraft, we right-click on the wheat in the farm over there to harvest it. So I'm wondering if it will... Oh, we're about to find out. I'm wondering if it will right-click and just bring that right back down to, you know, growth stage 1, or if it'll left-click and break it completely, in which case we need a planter. Either way, I'm not sure I really need a automated system here, but I thought, what the heck, I'll put one over here and try it out. Now, I put kind of a ridiculous upgrade in this. Quartz is a range 8 upgrade, which I thought, hey, quartz is easy. Turned out to be Certus quartz instead of regular quartz, but I went ahead and did it anyway. Okay, so it does break it, so to do this we actually need to put a planter under there. Well, okay, yeah, so I can do that. At any rate, so the range 8 upgrade, remember if we did that range 1 upgrade and it went from a 3x3 to a 5x5? And that would actually work here. Well, this is actually only 4, but if I stuck it like right here, that would work. So it's 1 on each side, so it's, you know, the standard 3x3 plus 1 on each side gives you the 5x5. Well, this is going to be a 3x3 plus 8 on each side. So yeah, it's checking a lot of blocks, and basically this idle, every time that comes down it checks 1 block, and it's checking, I don't know, 120 blocks or something like that at this point. But it does work on the sugarcane, which I originally made the big upgrade because I thought it might get those, but they're too low. So I put a couple here, and it does work on the sugarcane, and it does work on the seeds, and I was thinking it would go this way, and the wheat would go that way instead of the other way. I'll have to look at that. I can either wrench it to make this more preferred, and then I may have to filter that. I'm not sure if it'll accept other items in here. Oh, it will. Alright, so I'll probably have to put a filter on the item duct, and then I can make this the green path, and then the wheat will go here first, and then go over to these others later. Another thing with better barrels, you can pump in and out from any side. So in the old barrels from factorization, you always had to pipe in the top and out the bottom, I think it was. But don't have to do that here. Okay, so I think I will work up a little planter here. That shouldn't be any big deal. Maybe I'll center it a little bit better. This is kind of the edge of, you know, the natural landscape. But maybe I'll center it a little bit better, make a row of sugarcane or something like that, and then put an actual planter down here, and I can get rid of this ridiculously large radius increase, and that will make that check these blocks much faster, although it doesn't matter too much, I guess. At any rate, and yeah, I don't know, as far as keeping the cows and sheep and stuff alive, I guess I can just go back to fences, but then they're going to get through the fences instead of getting suffocated in the wall. I don't know. I don't know if it's Minecraft or if it's... Yeah, see? He's not really coming through here. He's actually in here, and he thought he was going to walk through the wall or whatever. Anyway, that's annoying. So I guess as long as we keep a few extras around, we can always replace when they end up dying, but just something to keep an eye on. Oh, and the solar generator is completely overpowered for this area. Yeah, basically you generate about 500,000 RF in a full day cycle, and then at night you're able to transmit that, but this guy does oh, it's bigger than I was thinking. So it does 2 million, but you can see it's barely using any power. Apparently these MFR machines only use power when they actually breed or they actually plant or harvest or whatever, right? So they're not really using any power at all. So this is completely beyond what would really be required for this. But hey, you know, it was fun to try it out and see how it worked. I think it worked just fine. It worked a little too well maybe, but anyway, there we go. So MFR farm sort of done. I'll do the planter, and I suppose I'll go back to regular fences again so that all my animals don't end up dead. At least if they get out, they can be wandering around, and I can grab them and put them back in. So, and I'll figure out which sheep I'm missing and get the extra couple of colors there. But that's all working fine. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. God. The sheep are all unsheared because I wanted to see all their colors. Do I want to do this right now? Well, I'll just point it out. So I put a lever here on the harvester, or the rancher, and a redstone signal will shut off your machine. So you can see this guy's just sitting here at idle. So he's not shearing anything or milking anything right now. I was going to flip the lever, and that'll shear them all, you know, within a few seconds, minutes, whatever it'll take. But I actually want to see all the colors right now so I can figure out which ones I'm missing. So, at any rate, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Got that pretty much finished up. I'll make a few tweaks off camera here, and then hopefully we'll be on to a new and more exciting and more interesting and wonderful something or other project for next episode. Anyway, I hope this was interesting and you guys enjoyed the episode, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.